And it's Jackson who comes away with it. Carter ahead of the field.
Yeah, and you got to be heads up there as the Celtics lost possession. Take a look at this. Good block by Oakley. Tipped out. There's Eric Williams who let Carter sneak in behind him. Managed to contain Carter because he is their #1 offensive option by doubling
number 2 and number 3, I think, 2 on.
Yeah, but I mean, last year he could do anything he wanted, so the Celtics had to devise a plan, and that's pretty good defense against the guy that is the #1 option.
Yeah, I look at this team, Tom, and we know about that spot on the floor for Vince Carter.
You just got to cover a shoot. A good reaction by Tony Petit. He should have been all over that for an easy putback.
Carter knocks down the jumper. A quick 6 for Vince. Here's Carter down the other end.
Well, he's down out of the box against Paul Pierce. They show him the baseline. That opens up his shooting hand, and that's like inviting him to score 2.
Stith right now has Carter off the dribble. Tough shot. Oh.
Well, Carter's loving himself right now.
Well, I'd have a crush on myself after that shot.
Got that left hand up. Now a little crossover. And Stith now reaches with the right hand. Again, opening up the shooting hand of Carter. You got to keep the left hand up on Vince Carter.
Celtics just 3 of 14. A 15-point lead belongs to Vince Carter and Toronto. And let's look at Vince on our Mohegan Sun replay.
Well, first of all, he gets loose for a layup. And they open up his shooting hand. They back down, and once again on the baseline, the shooting hand wide open. And this is the most athletic of the moves. So Vince Carter out of the box, straight from the Olympics and into your heart. Against the Pistons, he shot.
They clear it out for Carter. He buries the jumper. He's got 10.
I don't know. Let's take a look. And it's the place to show him the baseline. And there's the right hand. And I'll tell you, Stith the other night was playing great left-handed defense. All of a sudden, against a great scorer, you give him the open.
Alvin Williams, who was almost a Celtic last year, is in the game, and Butch Carter continues to throw everything in. A dozen for Carter here.
Well, he's headed for a 40 night.
Chris Carr picks up that one.
Lottery number.
There you go. Huh? Might be. Might be. 4 minutes. And Carter gets the roll. Carter pops out. Shoots over Stith. Wow.
He's got it now. You're not going to shut him down. He thinks he's sitting on top of the world.
And he is.
And the sun is shining up in Antarctica. Last year, Paul Pierce also has done it. You got to look up the floor.
And as Kenny makes them both. Carter, thankfully resting. He's got 17.
Let's watch this as they approach. Carr approaches the offensive man, Chris Carter, with the right hand. That's like shooting in the. So even though they showed him to the middle, there was help there.
Shoulder. And gets 2 underneath.
That's a 3-second call.
Celtics, well, we're going to
take a look at Carter as they just knock him down, but this is protect Vince Carter, the Olympian.
Come from 21 down, and they trail now. The Raptors, Eric Williams trying to stay with Carter. Carter shoots over him and makes it. Vince Carter. 21 for Vince Carter.
No stopping him now.
Jackson comes to Carter again. He's going to take it. Bingo. And Rick Pitino quickly wants a timeout. 10:43.
Got overpowered with the muscle of Willis.
Carter pull-up jumper. 2. 25 for Vince Carter. For 12 at the line.
Offense for other people.
Carter.
That was a deep three.
Back in a shootout between Carter and Paul.
I think he gives Vince Carter all he can handle. I really do believe that in pass, and I always tell everybody that, you know. But not taking nothing away from Vince, but I mean, I go with Paul any day of the week. That's just the way I feel.
What do you think of that, team? Not Antoine's comment, but which player would you take?
I'd take Bob Cousy instead of Magic Johnson, okay? And for the same reason, because he was my teammate.
82 games, and also be in the ball game during crunch time and earn their confidence and respect.
Vince Carter hits a 3 and makes it a 5-point game. Carter makes them both.
And of course, don't foul him on a 3. And he certainly did right there. So there's the veteran experience that
Come back.